How are you guys doing out there? This is Jeff Indike, and again, I'm in my secret location. This isn't the normal location, that I shoot from. I'm actually in my home, but I'm not going to tell you guys where that is. That's definitely for sure. I don't need anybody visiting me. Listen, this is basically the second off-the-sheet lesson. And what I'm going to do, to the best of my ability, is I'm going to demonstrate it on the practice pad. Now, you guys really can't see, right? I have like a whole practice pad drum set here. I've got a snare, 3 toms across, another couple. By the way, thanks to Dennis over at the Long Island Drum Center, who actually sold me a couple of these other pads. They weren't the real feel pads, but they felt pretty good. So anyway, you're really not going to be able to see my face too much. But what I wanted to try to do is I wanted to try to shoot in a way where you can kind of see my hands. I can't really, if I can move this just a little bit, you might be able to see a little bit better, but it's the idea. Now, the off-the-sheet 7-stroke roll. Now, from a rudimental point of view, a regular 7-stroke roll, the ones that we learned when we were back in high school, was a triplet. This was the one that Al Miller originally taught me. Da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. But what I took to from a lot of rudimental marches is I like to kind of turn it into a 30-second. Da-da-da-da-da. It's an appoggiatura. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. So you want to actually get used to left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. What happens is it times the as like a and one, do that, do that. So the first thing that I would like to suggest is that if you can get it that quick, do that, play it into a row of 16ths, just as a start. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 1. Now, the one thing that you have to do, which is very important, by the way, appoggiatura means before the measure. You have to actually stop on 4 so that you have enough time to come in 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. So it's basically for E and the 1. It's basically happening on the E of 4. 4 E and the 1. 4 E and the 1. 4 left, left, right, right, left, left, right. And that's basically 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1. So that's like the first suggestion. Now, what you can do, once you kind of get that happening up to a negotiable tempo, but everybody out there is at a different tempo. So, if you're say, can only get it at this speed, that's okay, because then what you can do is create an improvisation. For example, let's just take do 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2 and the 4, 5, do 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. That's a period. So in other words, you're basically playing for 4 measures. Let me pick it up a little bit. Now, I'm not going to count now. I'm going to just sort of play. Now, I'll probably maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'll probably do a sub-reaction on the drums, the electronic drums, and give you guys a little bit of a reaction to it. So, let me just improvise. Now, this is just strictly on the pad. By the way, I saw Danny Britt do something the other day on the pad. It's fantastic, because you guys can really hear the cleanliness of the notes, and it's not that loud. It doesn't disturb my neighbors, that's definitely for sure, and everybody's happy. It's really, really cool. So, So basically, I'm filling it in. Now, if you guys want to kind of like a native right of where it would go, I won't play. The 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that's right where you guys, as the late great Don Famularo, the ambassador, once said, make your move. Don put out a book one, or it was a video of some kind around it. It was like, make your move. And it's really, really cool because I remember that when I had a chance to sit in on one lesson with Don. Actually, he invited me in to watch it. He gave the student to write like this one riff. I don't remember what it was, but it was basically like a triplet. So say like he told the student to go like, like I said, Cabana triplet. And the whole lesson, that student had to kind of create various grooves and various solos built off of that one little unit. So that's kind of like what I'm suggesting to you guys out there, to create your own genius. Now, you don't have to keep it within 4 measures, of course. I mean, you could travel right into any area that you want. Now, the next step, and then I'll kind of close up shop, because I wanted to try to make this well, Danny Britt originally had the idea of the 2-minute drum, the 60-second lesson. Obviously, I can't do this in 60 seconds, but I figure the average amount of time of these little lessons are yeah, I'm not timing myself. I don't want to have a director saying cut. It'd be ideal if I can fit it into 5 minutes, but I'm already over 6 already, so it doesn't look like that's going to work out too well. The next step is to put it with a rhythm. So in other words, like do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 2 5. Do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. Let me do that without actually counting. Now, you remember, that's my bass drum. That's actually just, I'm playing on the floor, obviously, so it's not like a real bass drum, obviously. When you do it on a kit, it should sound really, really cool. And of course, I'm riding on the practice bed. I don't have a hi-hat or a cymbal or anything like that. So, sometimes, I give a lot of lessons, where we'll just be on a pad, and then, sometimes, that's actually a better way to teach. I really don't, I don't teach on acoustic drums anymore anyway, but even in my days of teaching, I always found playing on pads to be a lot more communicative. And then the student can go home and kind of rehearse that, get that on the kit, and then take it to the levels that they would like to take it. So here we go. Let me just, I don't know, how about something a little bit different? How about like a sort of a Mozambique kind of a thing? Of course, I'm just sort of improvising. How about like a custard pie kind of a feel? But you'll notice, I always come back on that very end of the 4th measure. Power off. Basically, there's a million things you can do. I mean, like if you like the paradiddle, for example, which is right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You want to kind of make it into sort of a paradiddle polyrhythm. think that that's a really, really good conclusion to this. I hope you guys like this and I get a lot of ideas. Now, once you master the idea of the appositor as a 7-stroke roll, use your own ideas. Pay very little attention to what I'm doing and take it right into your own journey. And I hope that you find this useful. And I'll probably come back and sub-react with it a little bit later. I want to thank Danny Britt for him playing on the practice pad, because I figured if he could do it, I could do it. And if I can do it, right, everybody can do it. It's a really cool way, right, to kind of get the ideas across. Hopefully my idea came across, and hopefully you guys will get some usage out of it. Excuse me. If you want to email me, I'm at jindyke54@gmail.com. If you're interested in studying with me, you can call me anytime. I usually don't pick up my phone, but I will definitely return your call, within a reasonable span of time. 516-263-9782, and become my friend on Facebook and Instagram and wherever you can find me. So I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys really soon, and thank you for letting me present this. Peace. And I'm going to push the button. Push the button, Scotty. Beam me up.